Welcome to Programming from Scratch. Today we're going to talk about the JavaScript if statement. The if statement is represented by if, right, then an open paren, some kind of Boolean expression, a close paren, an open curly brace. Generally you would go down to the next line. You would tab over or space over depending on your editor. Then you would have some kind of statement. And the statement is anything that JavaScript will normally run. Then you would go down to the next line, and you would have your close curly brace. In order to demonstrate this, first let's create a result variable, and we'll set it equal to 0. So result is 0. Now, if we follow the pattern, or the formula, so if open paren 1 is equal to 1, then I want to set result equal to 1. And that's the end of the statement. So if we run that, result is now equal to 1. If we repeat this, you'll see that the only way that the stuff inside the curly braces gets ran is if it's true. So let's set 1 equal to 2, and we'll set result equal to 2 if that's true. That's not true, so result should not be equal to 2 after I run this. So let's check the value of result, and it is still 1. So if you only have one statement after the if, you can remove the curly braces and it will still work. So, for instance, 2 equal to 2, and result is equal to 2. Just to prove that now result is still equal to 2 because that second line did not get executed. All right, there's a second part to the if statement, and that is the else statement, which only works if you have an if in front of it. So 1 equal to 2. In order for the else to execute, the if has to be false. So result equals to 4. Else doesn't require any extra information. You're just saying that if the if Boolean expression is not true, then we want to do this. Result equals 5. And when we run that, we can see that result is equal to 5. The else will not run if the if is true. So if we change that to that, now result is equal to 4 because the if didn't, or the else did not run, only the if ran. You can stack ifs and elses together in order to form a more complicated statement. So if we have if 1 is equal to 2, which we know it's not, then result equals 6. Else if result, if 1 is equal to 1, then result equals 7. And when we run that, we can see that result is equal to 7 right there. Okay, if we repeat that statement, but we make the first part true and the second part true, then you can see that result is 6 because the second part didn't run. Even though that if was true, that if was not executed because the else did not get executed. And you can stack these up as far as you want to, and they will all evaluate properly with the else's only running if the if has not been true before that. And that's pretty much all there is for the simple if-else statement. We'll use this to control the flow of our programs in the future. I hope you learned something, and please leave a like or a comment. The feedback is extremely helpful. Thank you for watching.